What's up, guys? It's Frank here with another replay that was submitted into the Discord. Here we've got Wallace versus Seraphim. Seraphim, of course, being an alt for Oriel, I believe. Yeah. Anyway, this is on new patch 0.2.1, and this is after the Celestial hot fix, I want to say, where like there. So the 0.2.1 was a big economy patch where the developers wanted everyone to have more money early on, to get more units early on, to get like into the action. I think they recognized that, you know, watching this happen, but having to spend like the first 5 minutes, like, okay, let's build stuff before there's any kind of fighting, just isn't really that interesting to play or watch. So they changed around the economy, and they boosted how fast Infernals and Vanguard gather resources, but Celestials have already had quite a bit of an economic advantage in the early game. So when they also got that economic boost, it kind of really didn't solve the Celestials are too strong economically early on issue. So I believe they did hotfix it, and now things have kind of slowed down for the Celestials. I believe it's increased build time for both collection arrays and prisms. So once they get up and running, they still have the same economy eventually. It takes a little bit longer to get there, so it's not as spammy. That being said, Wallace is already starting up his third shrine, halfway done. Fourth shrine, oh my goodness. Greedy, greedy boy. And yeah, we already see like a pack of fiends and a single brute moving around the map, just picking up more and more resources. That's something else that I think is missing, even from the perspective of an observer. Is I'd really like to see how much like a post game resource tab where it's like, okay, of the resources that this player got, how much of it was from creeps, and you know, it'd be interesting to know just how significant the creep resourcing was to a game. And I think they probably plan on adding that in the future, just not just yet. Oh man. Yeah, Oriel's about to get Wallaced. Man. And we're not even seeing full saturation yet on the natural. But I wonder if that's because we want to, no, he's not even going for the Ethereum just yet, yeah, either. Which is interesting. Okay, so it's still this big pack of fiends, couple of brutes, the lone Hexen. Just wandering around, trying to get stuff done. Oh, all these fiends coming on forward. They do spot these Argents that aren't doing much, Ethereum Purifier that isn't doing much. Well, it is, but... Alright, Sovereign's Watch goes down, gets a couple of those fiends, and they are effectively shooed off. But now we're back down here trying to get this one saturated. We're trying to get this saturated. It just feels like there's... I don't know. I'm sure they'll all get saturated soon enough, and it's going to be great. It just seems like a lot of mines with not enough workers. Oh man, does spot the Legion Hall just as it's coming down. The fiends do. I think they're going to try and attack... Well, not the array. Yeah, now that the Argents are here, these fiends are just dead. They're just dead. Oh! Oh! Jukes and jives to stay alive. Gets out too. Alright. Man, Wallace really wants his resourcing. Gets the Luminite camp. And despite building... What? I don't understand this building placement. I get that you want to like build a little bit closer up here, but it just seems like the worst of both worlds to build it diagonal from the Luminite and not completely next to the Therium. But you know, who am I to say? I am not a professional Storm gamer. Alright, and again, this Argent is going to get pecked to death by all these fiends. He does aggro the camp, so now the camps are going to start doing quite a bit of damage actually to this Infernal Force. They do clean up that lone Argent, but man, this Bruiser's been packing a wallop against a lot of these units. But it doesn't matter. There's just enough, not just enough, but it's simply enough DPS to get through the mobs there that it doesn't really affect a whole lot. And we're seeing a lot of Legion Halls. I don't know that we see them... Oh, it's Archangels. Alright. The bonk stick generators are up and running en masse. And actually, I really like that. The amount of damage they can inflict, even in the air, just like I think they two-shot Spriggans, 2 swipes, and they knock a Spriggan out. And then, of course, when they do their Meteor Smash, that's just so much damage on a lot of light units that clump up together, such as the Fiends and the Gaunts. But not the Brutes. This will be interesting. Where's their... Do we see an Ascension Matrix? I don't see one. Might be somewhere else. Where are we? Okay, was on yellow power for a little bit, but we're back to green. A couple of Morph Cores going down here. And yeah, Wallace went turbo green at the very beginning here, but it really paid off for him. He's fully saturated on that Luminite mine. He's got 8 workers on all this enriched therium. Like, he is feeling good. I think all that's missing is to saturate this mine and this that therium patch as well. Do you see a Sovereign's Watch get dropped here? It gets taken out, though. And these Spriggans are fast enough that they can just kite the Archangel to death, but... Yeah, the Archangel's just smacking these Spriggans out of the sky, doing so much damage. Okay, so Wallace does have enough Spriggans to chase him away. But are these going to get turned into... Okay, they both get turned into strike nodes. Or they're morphing into strike nodes, rather. Yeah, so it's looking very tanky. We still don't have much of an answer to the Spriggans just yet. Ideally, I think you want to see Vectors out, and that's probably why the Starforges are made. Sorry, guys, got a little bit of... I don't know. Got an attack of the sneezes, I guess. But, yeah, 5 Archangels is enough bonk stick to just rip right through this Vision Camp. And Wallace is going to rotate south for some reason. I don't know why he sent his entire army down that way. But he did, and he's regrouping back up here. And I think he's going to... Actually, we do see both armies getting ready to max out here pretty soon. Alright, so Scorched Earth and Recall are coming down soon. So we are going to see Vectors. Man, I am sneezing a ton. I don't know why. Is this another Ascension Matrix? It is, but it's going to be a defensive Ascension Matrix that he can surge to get the bonus from. And immediately we see another collection array being dropped down. What's interesting is that the prisms can mine from a collection array that's still under construction. So it's not like he lost an entire base's worth of mining. But he did lose a significant chunk. Alright, and we're almost maxed. Are we going to see a maxed out Infernal Army before... Oh no, we're already past 10 minutes. Woo! And there's the Archangels saying, "Get off my lawn." But what do you do against that? What do you do against that? You've got all the lashes in the world if they Meteor Smash. Yeah, that is a lot of lashes. And the Spriggans can kite them. But where's the addition of the vectors? Okay, we've got 3 vectors. That's a bit. Where is it? Against air is the gradient volley, so 16 damage plus air against air rather. Oh, and the Shadow Flyers are actually a great addition. Now Wallace is maxed out. Probably has been for a couple of seconds now, but I'm just noticing it. And yeah, what's this going to turn into? So I hope this doesn't turn into like a StarCraft game where both armies are maxed out and they just kind of have to like stare at each other and wait for the first person to engage into their static D, because this is not fun to watch. Alright, V5 rocket launcher does get captured. I've always been interested in, like, how does the V5 rocket launcher decide where it wants to go? Because it's not in control of the player. Does it just know what the nearest town hall structure is and it goes for that? But it doesn't share the vision? Oh, these vectors are getting great connections against all those Spriggans. But we do see the global shroud go down. These Archangels are going to come to the back line. They're going to smash right into the heart of all this infernal army, doing all this AoE damage on top of having the damage over time effect after they do their meteor smash, and they've just cut through so much of Wallace's army. But Wallace, having saved up quite a few charges, is able to rebuild pretty quickly here. And man, these Archangels are pretty hurt, but they managed to do so much damage. Yeah, Wallace he was just insanely rich, but that trade definitely went in Seraphim's favor. But now he's got all these injured units, so the next time he's facing a maxed out army, I mean he's going to be fighting that with Archangels that are pretty much going to disappear the moment the fight starts. Yeah, I think Wallace knows this. He's going to start coming forward. The dragon taking a lot out. Some of these Shadow Flyers doing what they can. Yeah, Archangel after Archangel just falling down. And he's down to 200. Dipped into sub 200. There we go. Sub 200 supply there for Wallace. Seraphim still like in a commanding lead here, but Wallace has the economy. He's got all the economy so he can rebuild, but that means he's going to have to rebuild enough force to defend here. And I don't think that's enough. That's not enough Infernal to hold off all of this Celestial, right? Alright, Ascension Aura. Yeah, increased damage. Just flat increased damage. Just really incredible. Plus 12, so that's what? 20% damage increase? Sides. They really want that dragon. They do manage to get it. Wow, good pick off. And that's going to be pretty painful for Wallace to replace. Infernal's already being so Therium hungry. I don't know if he's going to want to spend all that Therium on another dragon, or if he's going to want to use it on army. He definitely needs army to hold off Seraphim, but Seraphim isn't going in for the kill. I think he probably could go for the kill right now, or at least pick Wallace apart one by one, like one base at a time. Do we have any more tech coming out? Oh, what is this one? Sundering Soul Craze. Oh, let me click. There we go. Alright, yeah, so that was the next tier of Brood upgrades. Oh no, but all those sabers are not a good matchup for all these fiends. Woo! Yeah, let's see. Sundering Soul Craze. I think it just increases their move speed of the fiends that pop out. Hold on. The attack speed. Whoa! But that's only for a manual, when it does a manual split. And now it's Seraphim to kind of be his turn to be a little bit worried. This is a lot of individual units that might just be too much mass. He might be able to just drown Seraphim in his own blood. Wallace could. Blast out from the high ground, going to try and do some damage here, but I don't think it's going to get good enough connections. The Argents and the Vectors are doing what they can, but there's just not enough anti-light in this Celestial army right now. And yeah, it looks like these... Oh no, all those Fiends just fell like wheat to the chaff. And now it's the Sabers that are going to be chasing off the Weavers and maybe the Hellborn. I think if those Hellborn get away, it's a missed chance. Yeah, man. I think if he chased, he could have done quite a bit of damage, at least to this base. And getting rid of this Therium mining would have been so good. Couple more power banks going down just to have a bit more of a little bit more energy regen here, which not everything in this composition needs necessarily, but the ones that need it definitely need a lot of it. Mostly the Archangels. Let's see. Oh, we did get the long shot module for the Argents, which is nice. We already saw that Recall got researched. Man, fully upgraded Sabers as well. I do like seeing fully upgraded armies attack each other. Alright, Archangels are going to start bonking the dragon. And they're just going to keep chasing it. Oh, are we gonna see Meteor Smash here on the Hellborn? There we go. Oh man. Oh, the Weavers though. That's why he hesitated a little bit, because the Weavers do that % max health damage. And oh, and a Shadow Flyer takes out the last Archangel. And there's a GG well played from Wallace. Seraphim's going to take it. Good games.